Sales is a people's game. The more people you work with, the more you're going to be able to make in financial gains, the more you're going to accomplish your goals, the more good people you surround yourself with, the more they're going to motivate you to accomplish your goals. And I'll tell you the secret too. The secret is, if you want to be happy, focus on goals, have goals. What a man can thinketh he can achieve. And the other part to that is have other people around you that have goals. So I don't hire anybody who doesn't have personal, professional, and financial goals. The other part to it that we're adding, or that I'm adding to my company, is health, wealth, love, and happiness. So there's 7 categories that all of my employees have to have: health, wealth, love, and happiness, personal, professional, and financial. All 7 of those categories are different. And when people have goals, they have something to strive for. And what I always say to people is, hey, tell me your goals. They tell them to me. And then I say, if you work for me, can you accomplish these goals? I've never really had anybody say no. Well, obviously, they probably wouldn't be working for me if that's the case. But I tell them straight up, I say, look, if you can't hit your goals working for me, tell me so I can push you along to the next place that can. But the other thing that it does is it triggers people to be creative within the business to hit their goals, because everybody will gain a raise if the company grows, and everybody will take a financial haircut if the company shrinks. Anybody who works for me, income goes up when we go up, income goes down when we go down. And that incentivizes everybody to push together, push and pull together up, because they know that their income is going to go up. And the other part is, I don't do 3% raises. I don't do 5% raises. I do like 20, 25. I do 6-month evaluations. You have to have people that work with you that are goal driven, because they're going to help you pull along in your business with you just as much as you're going to want to pull, because you have goals and they have goals. It's when you have people that show up for a 9-to-5 check or an hourly check that you're in trouble, because you can never fully rely on that person. That person showing up for their paycheck selfishly, and you're going to have a hard time expanding and growing with those people, because again, they're there for money. They're not there to accomplish all their goals. And so they don't care much past, hey, it's 4:00, it's checkout time. The other thing is, when we are operating like this, and what I tell people is, hey, look, if you're coming to work for me because you just want to check, you're not going to last very long. We might work a set of hours, like, hey, we need everybody to be here at 9:00 in the morning. We typically are done by 4 or 5. But if it's 4 or 5 and we're not done yet for the day, we're not leaving, because we're project driven. Yeah, we put a set number of hours in, but we're project driven. And when we're project driven and we have goals, nobody says, oh, it's 4:00, I finally get to leave. Everybody says, okay, look, this is how far we've gotten in the project. Can I do the rest of this tomorrow? Or do I have to get so much of this done today in order to be caught up and ready for tomorrow? And if the answer is, hey, we got to keep working for another hour or another 2 hours so that we're caught up for tomorrow, then they'll do that, because the flexibility that's given is like, hey, if you got to go to your kid's recital, or you got to go to a soccer game or a basketball game, go to it. And so because we're project driven, when people show up, they'll get the work done because they're working on their goals. And when they have to be gone, they're able to leave because we're caught up on our projects, or we're up to date on where we need to be in our projects. And so it gives the flexibility. You have to make sure the people that work with you are working on their goals as much as you're working on yours. And if you work in projects, not in hours, you're going to get more out of your people, because they're going to feel like they're accomplishing their goals and they know what the marker is to get something done, not a clock in, clock out so I can get my paycheck in the next 2 weeks.